In Fairfield County, something new comes across my desk every day. Crimes are committed, cases are solved, and a community is made safe by the hardworking employees of the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office.
Welcome to This Week with Sheriff Dave Phelan, a weekly program here on LancasterOhio.tv. We're also carried by a number of radio affiliates here in Lancaster. Do appreciate you, the viewers and listeners that join us each and every week. The program is actually produced at Fairfield Christian Academy. We have the students here, and J.T. Burcham's the instructor, and they do just a terrific job. We've been doing the TV program for about 8 or 9 years and been doing the radio programs for the past, 16 years. So I'm appreciative of Fairfield Christian Church and the Academy here to let us produce these programs. Our behind the scenes associate director is Kelly Roberts, and she takes care of lining the guests up and getting the questions together and does a terrific job. And back second week in a row is Detective Andy Robberts, actually the spouse of Kelly Roberts, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In fact, I was a part of your wedding.
Yep.
You remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, I was there. Gave Kelly away, and
she did.
Yeah, so that's been a long time ago now.
That's been a while.
Yeah. So welcome back, and before the let's just talk a little bit about you. Did you grew up in Lancaster?
I actually grew up north of Lancaster in Thurston.
Oh, Thurston.
Yep.
Okay. So where'd you go to school then?
Liberty Union.
Liberty Union.
Yep.
And then. Did you do anything prior to being in law enforcement?
I had a job trimming trees with AEP Power Company, trimming the high power lines.
Really? Kingsford.
Yes. I was a welder at a place up between Baltimore and Thurston, a welder and a painter at Kingsford.
Okay.
Ornamental products up there. Younger, while in school, mowed grass for Estate Lawn Care.
Wow. So you've been working a long time.
Yeah.
Did you know that Lieutenant Lape was also a trim trees?
Yeah, his family actually had a tree company in Lancaster. Yeah.
So that's some kind of dangerous work.
Yeah, it's. You get up there about 70 feet to 100 feet over a power line. Not only the risk of the fall, but you got, a lot of high voltage wires up there that one little touch and it could all be over.
You've got a problem. You've got a problem, and that happens. Well, last week we ended a little bit with talking about you being a fire investigator and you had to have specialized training for that to be as part of your other duties. So what would be some things like, as we get into coming up in the holiday season, not too far out, would be some things that people want to remember as far as fire safety?
For sure, electricity, your extension cords, different things like that. You don't want too many, if you're putting up strands of lights, what have you, you don't want to put too many on one outlet. Watch how many extension cords you do use.
Probably in the candles in the kitchen and those
candles, different things like that. Of course, definitely check your smoke detectors. Make sure they're all working and the batteries are good.
Yeah. It would seem to me that a fire or maybe even an arson could be a difficult investigation sometimes.
Oh, most definitely. There's a lot of debris. If the fire started on the first floor and the house is a total loss, you have, if it's a second-story home, you got 2 stories there. It's going to be laying on where the fire started.
Right.
That's why it takes so long to investigate the fires. Even if it's an arson, we do a dig, basically, and we dig all that rubble and what have you out of the home, and then usually have the fire department come in and hose that area down for us, so that we clean the area and see. And with fuel, you're going to have a pattern there.
Okay, so most of the time you probably determine if it is arson.
Yeah. electrical fires, there's different things to look for. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Right.
Electrical fires are, you can figure them out.
One of the things that we've been getting some in is our scams. So tell us about some scams that have been going on within the county.
One of the most recent ones we've had is they're using actually our department. The sheriff's office, they're mentioning sergeants that actually work for our department by name. But it's a jury scam where they say that they didn't show up for jury. There's a warrant out for their arrest, and they need to, they actually describe going to Kroger and getting, the one I had was a green dot card. With these green dot cards, once you purchase these cards, you're supposed to call these guys back and you give them the number on this green dot card. Once you deliver that number, it's gone. There's no way to get that money back. One of mine was, I believe it was $1,000 he put on the card, and had called from the parking lot of the sheriff's office and passed that information off.
Wow.
Once that information was passed off, those guys are in a computer, and it's a password that's on this card. Once you give the numbers and the password, they're sitting on a computer right there punching that in, and that money's gone. There's no way. I mean, it's immediate transfer. But anyway, they're saying that they missed jury. There's going to be a warrant out for their arrest if they don't get this money delivered, in a timely manner. They're actually using our first three digits on our phones, which is the 652 number. So if people's checking to see if that's coming from the sheriff's office, it could appear that it is but to tell the public out there, please contact us. 9 times out of 10, we're not going to do that. You're going to get some kind of paperwork in the mail that's going to say, contact the courts. Typically, we don't have a lot of dealings with them, as you know. The courts take care of all that jury paperwork.
Yeah, there would be probably no circumstances where an employee would tell someone to go to a Kroger or go to some other store to get some kind of a money transfer.
There would be no money transfer in any kind.
Yes. So, and unfortunately, many times they will target seniors.
Yeah, a lot of those scams are your IRS scams, taxes, different things like that. And of course, they can file a report with our office, but the seniors definitely contact us.
Yeah.
We'll take the time to come out and discuss. If you have a family member out there and one of your elderly family members is involved in something like this, contact us. We'll go talk to them if they don't believe that it is a scam. We have no problem with that. I just had one a couple weeks ago. The woman was asking me to go talk to her mom, and of course, I did. So definitely contact us.
Yeah, you just think about, senior citizens, and many times, statistically, they say they don't even come forward to make a report because maybe they're embarrassed. Maybe they think that, there's probably a lot of people that pay the money and they don't even know it's a scam.
Yeah. Just on a personal note, my grandmother was actually involved in a lot of that, and there was thousands of dollars that she lost, but she really believed that it was true, and they were going to send her something out of this. They'll say, send me $1,000 to get your $10,000. And these people believe it, and then they get another phone call, send me $500. We'll send that $10,000 to you, and they just keep hoping for that money, and it's not there.
So that happened to your grandmother.
My grandmother actually got involved in that. By the time we figured it out, she had lost thousands of dollars.
Oh my gosh! And sadly, these people may be calling from another country. It's probably difficult to track some.
Most of them are out of country.
Okay.
And that's one of the issues that we have. A lot of them that we have discovered in the past are from Jamaica, different places like that. And we're not going to go there and investigate it, but there are websites out there that we can post, and the people can post on that gets the FBI involved.
Right.
So.
Now, last week you mentioned one of the more common crimes you investigate is burglaries in homes, and I think we would both agree that the perpetrators today are for the most part people that are addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
And what would be some things that may, and they're daytime burglaries too, aren't they? It's not like you have many burglars that break in the middle of the night, so they're daytime burglaries while people are at work.
Yep. And
they force entry. What would be some things that citizens could do to kind of help protect and make their homes safer?
One of the best things I can advise anybody, and believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there that do not answer your door. If somebody's knocking on your door, answer that door. You don't have to open it, just holler through, let them know you're there. Because if nobody answers that door, they're going to kick that door. And you could be in there thinking, well, I don't want to answer it, I don't want to deal with anybody, I'm just going to sit here and be quiet. Well, the next thing you know, there's going to be a meth person that's on meth that just kicked in your door, and now he's inside and he's facing you. And you definitely don't want that situation. There's too many people out there that doesn't answer the door. Lights, have your lights on if it's evening hours. Definitely secure your doors, make sure they're locked, different things like that. We were talking earlier, Christmas is just around the corner. We've had them go right in and take them out from underneath the tree 2 days before Christmas. Try to hold off on even your wrapping, but put it in a secure area to where your Christmas
can't look in the window and they can see all the Christmas presents.
Yeah, don't let it be right out there. Don't let it be right out there. And if you're out shopping, don't get a big overload in your car where they can look right in the window and see your stuff. Take the time to drive home, because they'll take it right out of the car too.
Yeah, these people are opportunists.
Yep.
And how many times have we had reports where they're walking through parking lots, there's Christmas presents on the back seat, they break into the car, they go to one car, there's nothing in there, people maybe have put their stuff in the trunk, they go on, they find the car where there is something.
Yep. We have cell phones. People leave their cell phone on the seat. I've seen windows busted out of cars just to get that cell phone, because they can take them to the little cell phone ATM things and turn them in. They get cash for it. Different items like that.
So, and again, we've got Halloween coming up, and again, people need to be careful.
Most definitely, be very careful, especially when it gets dark. I mean, we put a lot of our officers out there. Community Watch, I've seen, has been out there helping us and trying to watch the kids. Be careful crossing the streets. Lights, bright costumes, different things like that. Just be careful. Watch the other kids too.
Yeah,
for the adults. Watch out for other people. Right.
Stay in the neighborhood and where you know the houses.
We try to watch it all, but unfortunately we can't be everywhere at all the time. So.
Good. Well, hey, we're just about out of time. Do appreciate you spending the last couple of weeks with us. The veteran of the Fairfield County Sheriff's Detective Bureau, 23-year veteran of the Sheriff's Office, and a 20-year veteran within the Detective Bureau, senior detective. And as we mentioned last week, there's probably not a case you haven't investigated.
I don't believe so.
So many different types of
crime. Everyone's different.
Everything's a little bit different. Well, the clock on the wall says we're out of time. Until next week, same time, same place. God bless. And if you're driving, buckle up.